Last Saturday I was at Mike's place.
You were not?
Yeah, I was.
You weren't.
This Saturday I'm not going to be at Mike's place.
Why not?
Because Scott's in Pennsylvania. He told you that.
But I thought last week... You didn't... Oh, yes, you did go. Yes.
Duh! Duh!
Shut up! No, that's right. That's why we didn't go to the beach. So you had to come back in time for movie night. Oh, work. So now you're going to leave it on?
No, I'm going to let it run a minute or two to charge the battery up. Yeah, you and the Sam Adams beer.
Maple bacon.
Yeah. Eating a healthy diet. And you wonder why they got to do endoscopic examinations.
I don't want to do it.
Nobody asked you. It's the doctor has to do it to give a good diagnosis. You could have esophageal cancer. You need to know. Or acid reflux disease, which is far more likely from your lousy dietary habits.
That's what I'm thinking. So, like, he just wants to make sure he said that it's not like bleeding ulcers, like, which is why, like, the anemia and shit. But I don't want to do it.
Tough shit.
I don't want to get knocked out. I hate that.
We can knock you out if you want. No. One good solid slug, you're gone.
Damn.
Come on, you get drunk constantly until you pass out. You're worried about getting knocked out by gas?
I've never gotten drunk to the point where I passed out.
What about that time they found you on the bathroom floor in your own
Find
vomit?
me on the bathroom floor in my
or
vomit.
passed out in the field. Billy told me that story.
I wasn't passed out, technically.
Yeah, sure, you were face down in a field in the middle of nowhere. Drunk
Not a
off your
field, it was
ass.
the woods.
Oh, yeah, whatever, even worse.
Like at the edge of the parking lot.
Edge of the parking lot.
It was, because he brought me there to throw up, and then...
He brought you there to throw up.
And then he said, hold on a minute, I'll be right back. And he went back inside to drink again, and he forgot I was there.
So he left you there in a pool of your own vomit. That's nice. That's nice. Was this before or after you got married?
Before.
Oh, man. You are some piece of work. Jesus. Blech, splat. I would have made you walk home.
Because you're mean.
Who the hell wants to smell that in the car?
Oh.
That's disgusting. Reminds me of the story of the time when Zach picked up some fat chick at a bar and she blew chunks all over his whole Volkswagen. Projectile vomiting blasted onto the windshield, all over the dashboard. We came in there the next day.
I wonder if I knew her, because I knew a fat girl that used to hang out in bars.
May probably was. Next day we go over there. Who was I with? Either Mike or with Scott, one or the other. And he's got his car all in pieces. The seats are out, the carpet, he's hosing it down. Literally hosing down the inside of the car with God knows. Like, what happened there? What is that smell? Oh, you know. Imagine having to drive home in that mess. We should have asked him, did you have fun making out with her after that?
It does not make for a romantic evening.
No, I guess not. Some of it must have blasted out of him, too. Actually, yeah, it did, from what I hear. He got a little bit blasted with it, too. Just blah, he probably contributed something on him. Well, people who drink to excess should expect that kind of thing. As you well know, from experience. More than once. More than several times.
How do you know?
You've told the stories, that's why.
No, I told you about the one with Billy. Well, no.
Yeah?
I never told you about that one yet.
The one with Billy, you did.
No, the other one.
What other one?
Back in the 80s, they had this thing up in
Stormville.
King. No, Storm King Mountain.
Yeah.
It was like a big concert thing. And it had to be like the early 80s, because I was only like young yet. Like,
It wouldn't be the early...
So. 12, 13, something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, they had like a big concert thing up there, and we were sitting there drinking beer and stuff, and then we were mixing it with like Coke and everything else.
I knew you were doing that shit.
No, not cocaine. Mixing it with Coca-Cola.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
No, we were. We were mixing it all together. It was so disgusting. But anyway, so by the end of the concert, I couldn't even like walk, so they were like carrying me around wherever I had to go, and then I like, threw up, and they got me coffee, and then we got to the house, and my sister was bringing me upstairs, and my mother was like sitting down and waiting for us, and she's like, "Oh, what's the matter with Terry?" And my sister's like, "Oh, nothing. She was dancing so much and everything." You know.
Wow, she actually bought that? Some childhood.
Yeah, well.
Really? Oh, man. What a nice story
Well,
to tell your YouTube audience. And your niece, who will be watching these.
she's already heard all the stories.
Oh, nice. What a good example.
She's family.
That's going to be chapter 27 in her book on psychological evaluations and case histories. Yeah, my Aunt Teresa. Chapters 8 through 300.
Well, you know I didn't have a very structured childhood. I did whatever.
Yeah, we know.
Had 5 other kids before me. They were old by the time I was like young. I was pretty much left to my own devices.
Which was a big mistake. Oh my God. This is the result of being left to your own devices. Oh boy. Unbelievable.
But I have fun. What?
Nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
Just think of all the stories I get to tell now.
Yeah. Really nice stories.
YouTube seems to like them.
Yeah, I guess so. My goodness. How many other ones you got?
I think that was all. I don't remember not telling you any other ones.
What about the time in the bathroom?
What time in the bathroom?
At some club or the bar or whatever?
That was the tequila shot, and I was not on the floor. I was on the bowl, just like hunched over like that, like trying to like lay down because everything was spinning. And that was one shot of tequila. Because this other girl that we knew, she used to like to do shots of tequila, but she was a real drinker, and she was like just downing them down. It looked like fun. She's like, you put
An alcoholic calling somebody else a drinker.
Well,
she must have really been
she
bad.
was. But first of all, listen. So you put the salt there and stuff, and you lick it, and then you take the shot, and then you do the lemon. It looked like fun.
You swallow the worm?
No. So she was like, do a shot with me. So I was like, okay. It looked like fun. And it wasn't
Hey, jump
fun
off the
after
bridge with me. Okay.
that. It wasn't fun after that.
Hey,
I
step in
never
front of
did
the bus with me.
another one.
Okay.
I never did another one after that.
What if we filled it with Jameson's?
The Jameson's is different. I can do Jameson's.
I'm sure you can.
I just can't do tequila.
Can't hold her liquor.
And gin, apparently. Well, I told you about that one, right? We were supposed to go to the Kingston fireworks before. we went to the
You've told so
mountains.
many stories. I don't remember.
Oh. Well, we were supposed to go up to the mountains that weekend, and before that, we were supposed to go to the Kingston fireworks up where my sister lives. As soon as we got there, we had a beer. It's fine. And we had another beer. And then we were out of beer, so then we switched to wine. I had like 1 or 2 of them. Then we switched to Jameson's. I had one of them. And then, but I still would have been fine at that point. But then we switched over to gin, and I guess for whatever reason, gin really fucked me up. And also, I think the way my sister was making it, because she made it really, really strong. And I kept telling her, I said, it's too strong, it's too strong.
So it
definitely too
could
strong.
possibly be the 6-pack of beer,
Yeah, we didn't have
the
a 6-pack of
wines,
beer.
the Jamesons. No, it couldn't be all of that. It had to
Well,
be
it could have
the
been.
very last drink that did it, the gin.
No, but I think it was the gin, though.
Or a combination of all that alcohol together, churning around in your gut. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. It was just the gin. Blame it on the gin. Yeah.
No, it's possible it was all of it, but I really think she fucked me up with the gin, because she made it way too strong. And I'm not used to gin. I don't drink gin that much.
Wouldn't know. Not being an alcoholic, I haven't tried every alcoholic beverage on the planet, so. You know.
Well, I must say, like, I'm not big on rum, like regular rum, but I do like the Malibu coconut rum. It's lighter than regular rum, so I can drink that.
So, you want to say a goodbye speech?
Stop!
Just in case. I'm saying just in case.
Jim!
I'm not the doctor. Don't whine to me.
Stop,
Just
they're
in
gonna
case.
kill me!
Well, that's why I said, do you want to make a goodbye speech just in case it happens? I'm giving you an opportunity here. Set things right. Anybody you've wronged, whatever, go ahead. You have any confessions you want to make? Now's the time. Oh, yes, you
No,
do.
I don't. Like what?
You have many things to confess
No,
to.
I don't.
My God, the priest would die and turn to dust listening to your confessions.
I haven't done anything bad. I don't hurt anybody. I don't.
Yeah, you starve people when you throw their lunches in the garbage.
Only because they did it to me first.
Or when you steal their tips.
That was my fault.
Yeah,
But I admitted
Thievery,
to that.
gluttony, drunkenness, yep. Running over the flag lady, I'm sure her injuries have healed by now.
That was not my fault.
No, how about you did it anyway?
But no, it was not my fault. She chased after my car and hit my car with the thing. I did not hit her with the car. That's bullshit.
Oh, no. Well, I believe it.
Well, the judge believed it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
He
he did.
shelved it.
Whatever, that's why I
He did not dismiss it. He shelved it.
No, he dismissed it.
He shelved
He
it.
dismissed it.
He did not dismiss it. You would not let go scot-free. They simply refused to prosecute at that time for lack of evidence.
No.
That's not what Billy told me.
No, that's bullshit. What they said was they dismissed it as long as, like, you don't get in any other trouble for, like, 6 months, which I didn't, obviously. So now
6 months
it's
and 1 day?
gone.
You think?
No, it is.
They can still hold that out and prosecute you.
No, they
Not
can't.
7 years yet.
No, they can't.
Okay. When some witness walks in and says they saw it, swears to it,
What witness?
I'm sure somebody could be found. See, she's violent. That shows the tendency
Shut
right
up!
again.
Stop
That
it!
shows the tendency right there. Right there, the violence. Well, come on, you wanted confession time. Let's go.
Jim, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Oh, yeah, I want to have any more videos. At least not the same. Scott and Mike make good videos too, but they're not nearly as interesting.
Jim.
Our videos are boring compared to the shit you come up with. I mean, none of us have ever passed out face down in the toilet before, no.
I was not passed out.
Whatever. But you will be when they do the endoscopic examination.
Ah!
What are you whining about?
Mom, I don't
Free
like
drugs.
it. I don't like it knocked out.
Oh, you ain't gonna whine to the doctor like that too, because then he
I
might
was whining to him
he
already.
might just kill you to shut you the fuck up.
That's possible.
Yeah, if I get $50, I will.
Stop it! I was already whining to him the first day he told me that. I said, I really don't want to do
I
that.
don't want to do that. It sounds scary.
Can't they just come up with something else to look in there? Why can't they do
You
that?
realize they give you heroin for that, right?
They don't.
Oh, yeah,
And
cocaine.
I don't want that anyway. So listen to me. So why can't they just do a different test, like an ultrasound or something?
Because
They
that's
still
not
see
that
in
good.
there?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Then why would they do an ultrasound?
But they do ultrasounds on other things
They
too.
need to see.
They can see.
I mean, actual see, not computer-generated images using sound waves. They need to send a camera down there. How would you feel if they decided not to do the test and they missed esophageal cancer? And then you go a long, dragged-out death by that. That wouldn't be too good. Billy wouldn't mind. He'd sue the shit out of him and get the money, sure. But you wouldn't be able to play with that money. But you know what? He'd probably get you a nice urn to go on the mantelpiece. And then dump the cat and dog in there with you. There you go. You actually like that idea.
I want to be buried with my cat.
Oh, God.
I do.
Well, when we find that lonely grave out in the woods, we'll throw the cat and the dog in there with you.
Stop it. I mean, the dog too, but I can't take both of them away from Billy, but at least my cat.
Billy wants to have a box of powder in the desk. What?
We both want them there.
Corpse powder.
There are animals.
The dead. Deceased.
There are
Gone.
loved ones.
Yeah, all right.
They
Yeah.
are. They were our family.
Well, we'll put your powder in there, too. You want to be in a cookie jar? A little tin?
Stop!
Tobacco tin, maybe? I'll have some of those pretty soon. Oh, a mayonnaise jar.
Hey, you could put me in that thing I made for you.
Okay.
No.
Okay. We can do that. Well, yeah, you heard her.
No.
The ashes are going in a wooden box.
Ah.
And so what do you want us to do with the ashes after that?
I don't know.
Like right down the toilet or something?
No!
What are you else going to do with it?
I live in there then.
Well, you'll be in the septic tank.
No.
Amongst all the other bullshit.
So I can watch what everybody's doing.
Really?
Yes. And if I don't like something somebody's doing, I can hunt them.
Until they get the exorcist on your ass. Then you go to purgatory.
I don't want to go there.
And nobody asks what you want. It's where you will be going.
Why?
That's what happens to bad ghosts. When they get exorcised.
Well, Casper doesn't have to worry about that. He was a friendly ghost.
Yeah, you wouldn't be.
I'm a friendly ghost unless you piss me off.
Well, what would happen is we'll just set the place on fire and leave, and you'd be stuck there in an empty lot for all eternity.
No!
You see, there are ways around it.
What about company? What do I do for company?
Well, you got the rats, the mice, and... What else lives in dirt?
No! Jim!
What?
No!
Millions of them. Yeah. You'll have to name all of them, too. You'll run out of names before you run out of ants.
Jim,
What?
I'm scared.
Well, you should be. Your years of dietary...
They're gonna kill me like they did Joan Rivers.
They might.
Stop.
Well, that's what they do.
Stop it.
I mean, like every 14th patient is or something like that. When they have a... they have a quota. They got to fill the quota. You do that again, I'm throwing you out of this car. Then you won't have to worry about endoscopic examination.
No, you won't.
Or is it fundoscopic examination?
What?
Fundoscopic or endoscopic?
Endoscope.
Endoscopic, yeah, okay.
The hell is fundoscope?
Oh, that's in the skull, I think. Something like that. Means something else. It's a stupid-ass procedure, not even cutting you open. Here you are whining about it.
Then why do they... I don't want to get knocked out.
They have to, because they know you might fidget around. Oh, look, there's Mike.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is.
He's leaving.
Nah, that's not Mike. That might be Brandon, though. Same truck. You know, all they do is stick a camera down your throat.
Yeah, I know, but...
What is the big deal?
Because what was the big deal with Joan Rivers?
They were cutting her.
She still didn't wake up.
Yeah, because they were cutting her and something happened to her when they were cutting on her.
Well, what if they decide to do that to me?
Well, first they have to get a signed release, which Billy would have to provide on the spot. I'm sure he wouldn't. Yeah. Well, no, he wouldn't. You know why? Because it takes longer than that to go out and get the special insurance. He's going to want to insure the crap out of you if you're going under the knife. And he won't be able to do that in 5 minutes. So, you know, he'll have to go out and do it. So you'll get a little reprieve. He'll do it the next day.
I think he'd do it just as a freebie.
Oh, maybe. Couldn't blame the guy, but still. You know.
Stop!
You know, and then they'd have to prepare you and all that stuff. And they're not going to, they'd never do anything at the same time.
Yeah.
Unless it's a really, really, really severe emergency.
Why don't you go get it done instead?
Because I don't have a problem with my esophagus.
I don't want to do it.
And I don't have acid reflux issues. Nobody asked if you wanted to do it. Who the hell wants to do that? Weirdos, maybe. That'd be about it.
Damn.
What are you whining about now? What?
So I might only have 2 days left
Oh, too
on
bad.
this planet.
Very possibly.
Stop!
Terry, there is no guarantee you have 2 minutes left on this planet.
Damn.
There could be a meteor hurtling toward this car right now, aimed at the driver's side.
On the passenger side.
No? Just the driver's side.
No.
A meteor the size of a basketball. Spoom! Man, I just thought of something. That would be an awesome YouTube video. Oh, man, that would be awesome. Me with the camera right on you when it rips through the ceiling and blows your head apart? Oh, man. A little gross, maybe, but wow. That would go viral in 2 seconds. Woman defies the 1,000,000,000,000 odds struck by softball or a basketball-sized meteor. Head explodes in car. Video on YouTube.
Stop it.
That would be great. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Stop.
Come on, come on. I'm mentally drawing it down toward us. What'd I tell you about that?
Then stop.
Okay, I'll come up with a better way. You go walking to your car in a few minutes.
Stop.
Around the corner comes a runaway school bus. Stolen by a drunk 10-year-old. You, 30 years ago. Careening 40 years ago. 50 years ago. Careens around the corner and splat.
No.
There's no guarantees. You could be on the way home today. Put your foot on the brake and nothing happens. And then you hear a snapping sound from the back of the car. And suddenly you're going sideways, and then the whole world looks upside down.
Stop.
And on fire. How did that happen?
Stop it.
Well, then stop worrying about a stupid endoscope.
Now you got me worried about the car.
You should be. I'd be a lot more worried about the car.
Stop. Yeah.
See, what's more dangerous, the trip to the doctor or being at the doctor? The trip to the doctor, in this case. Stupid scope examination you're worried about. Whine, 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 whine. You're going to stick a tube down my throat and look. Whine, 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 whine. Oh,
so
my
why
God.
don't want to get knocked out? Why can't they just stick a scope down my throat?
Because if you move, they can. If you fidget or you have a gag reflex, that would be really bad. Vomiting all over the doctor's endoscope, that's bad.
Stop.
Then you might aspirate on your own vomit.
I do have a really bad gag reflex.
Yes, that's why they're knocking you out. Because one, they don't need vomit all over the surgery. Or on the doctor.
Like, I don't know how, like, those girls in the porno videos do what they do.
In
like-
what way?
When they, you know, like, they take the thing all the way down their throat. Like, how? How don't they gag on that shit? I just... It's true, though. How?
Oh, I can't make this shit up.
Well, how do they do it? Explain
Where
to
the
me.
fuck do you come up with this shit?
Because I'm just thinking about that now.
Other people might think, you know, how do those kids stick a finger down his throat and not vomit or swallow spaghetti, a big glove? You're thinking about porno. Right away to the porno. You see, the rest of us don't have a common frame of reference with you because we're not porn addicts.
Well, how do they do it?
Why don't you write one of them a letter and ask?
Like, don't they have a gag reflex? Like,
I have no idea. I've never known a porn actress. I've known a porn fanatic,
who?
you, but I've never known a porn actress. Not that I'm aware of. Closest I would have to say is I met a Playboy centerfold once.
He did?
Yep.
Where?
In a shop.
What? In that shop?
Yep.
What was she doing there?
Girlfriend of a guy that was looking to buy a truck from us.
Why was he looking to buy a truck from you?
Because we had
She
one.
was a porn star.
No, she wasn't a porn star, not that I'm aware of. I don't know what she did at the Playboy. But she was a Playboy centerfold model back in the 70s.
But they made good money, so why was he looking to
In
buy
the 70s? Probably not.
Anyhow.
And she wasn't buying it, he was. It wasn't her husband, it was her boyfriend, so I don't imagine she'd be paying for it. She even gave the old man a little signed picture. It might actually be worth something. I gotta look into that. I don't know if that
You
stuff's
should have
collectible.
asked her, because she probably did that too.
What? Ask her what?
How they do that.
Do what? Pose for Playboy?
No, what I just asked you about before.
What is that?
How do they take the weenie all the way down their throat?
Thank you for finally saying it on camera.
How?
You do understand that Playboy today, like in the 70s, was pretty much a strong R-rated thing. Okay, they don't show things like that in Playboy. Playboy centerfold models are not required to give BJs. Now, what she might have done after she got off of Playboy,
But
I don't know.
They do
but
that in the magazine?
no,
Really?
they do absolutely do not. Hugh Hefner's going to put that in print.
Well, he does it at the mansion.
No, they don't do it at the mansion either, at least not in public. What happens behind closed doors when you're consenting adults is not for public fodder. You know, that's not the kind of smut empire he runs. He's strictly, you know, light duty, light porn, soft porn. Not what you're talking about. My God.
What? I'm just curious.
I just can't believe you come up with this shit. That's what you're curious about. In a world of wonders, you're curious about that.
No, I'm curious about a lot of
Does
things.
anybody else think she's watched enough porn?
Shut up.
Write the actress in question a letter and ask.
I don't know her name.
Credit to the production company. I'm sure there's credits in these things, no?
I never really looked.
Never looked. The other things to look at, huh?
No, but... you never
Unbelievable.
wondered
What?
that? You never wondered that?
No, I can honestly say that particular wonder has never actually crossed my mind. I imagine most people could probably say that too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm willing to. Yeah, I would think. Ooh, look at the limo. Yeah, I would bet on that. Yeah. Come on, Poppy.
Firing minds when I'm not.
Not really, actually. Yours maybe, but I don't think anybody else's does. Maybe it's just practice.
like, you would think that even if they don't choke, that they would like suffocate. There's like something blocking their airway, no?
I really don't know. Maybe they got Hollywood throats.
What the hell's that?
It's all CGI.
What's that mean?
I mean, fake. Magic, somehow. I don't know. Ah. You're a porn fanatic. You could have picked up a trick or two there by now, figured it out. Maybe they're all compulsive eaters. So they're used to, like, just cramming food constantly down the gullet all the time. They're used to it.
I eat food all the time, too, but I'm not used to that.
Too much information.
Well...
So this is the new job?
No, I could tell you another story, but...
What?
But it involves Billy, so I don't want to put Billy on there.
Is this a disgusting story about vomit or worse?
Not vomit. Well, yeah, kind of vomit. Yeah, actually it was.
He puked on somebody. So what's so bad about that?
Okay, it involves Billy.
Yeah.
Chinese food.
Okay.
Drinking.
Yeah, all believable.
BJ.
Wait a minute. You're saying that Billy gave somebody a BJ?
No,
Well, how the hell do you think that sounds?
hey, I'm involved too.
You were watching him
No,
give somebody a BJ.
No.
This is making no sense. He threw up
No.
while giving somebody...
I threw up.
You threw up.
Yes.
Why?
You are really bad at this.
Why did you throw
Put it
up?
fucking together.
It doesn't make any sense. What the fuck is Chinese food, Billy blowing a guy,
I
and...
never said Billy was blowing a guy.
What,
Okay, but I was
transvestite?
blowing fucking Billy, okay?
Okay,
Now
yeah.
you got it? Okay.
This is going to be a really good YouTube video.
Oh, fuck.
So why would you say that Billy was doing it?
I didn't say Billy was doing it. I said Billy was involved.
Uh-huh. So then you want to be able to answer your own question about the porn star.
That's why I don't understand it, because I couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
Well, I couldn't.
Only you would come up with this shit. I swear to God.
That's why. That's why.
Unbelievable.
Never have Chinese food before you give a guy a blowjob.
Gee, YouTube viewers, there's a little tip for you. Really nice. Right from the horse's mouth. Really nice.
You're chow mein everywhere.
We don't need the visuals, thank you very much. Nobody wants to even think about that. Now I feel like go... Oh. Unbelievable. Thank God I brought the bloggy today.
Why?
Oh my God. Really nice. Anything else you want to confess to before you die? Well, jeez.
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
God almighty. You really are a piece of work. Pornography. Disgusting sexual acts. Vomit.
Just a blowjob.
Oh. And then making it sound like Billy was doing it, because that's what it sounded like when you...
like that.
When you first said that, it sounded like it. Beer, Chinese food, Billy, and BJ. What do you think anybody else is gonna think?
Oh, I forgot to put me in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then saying you didn't want to tell the story because it involved Billy. It sounded like it's really bad. My God.
Well, then God, I clarified it then.
Good for you. Jeez. What if I edit the video?
Stop!
Oh, God. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. No wonder we had to go out and get a girlfriend. Yeah. Well, his wife threw up all over him. Jeez. Linguine and clam sauce or whatever. Blah.
Oh, he's here.
Oh,